Nelson as Michael Rossi. Ryan O'Neal as Rodney Harrington. Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson. Christopher Connelly as Norman Harrington. Patricia Morrow as Rita Harrington. James Douglas as Stephen Cord.
For some time now, Carolyn Russell has accepted the fact that her mother is divorced and free to pick up her life again. But tonight, Carolyn sees exactly what that freedom means. The fact that her mother and Dr. Michael Rossi are mature adults does not concern Carolyn now. She only sees in her mother's behavior a possible pattern for herself.
What happened? I saw your mother leaving with the doctor. What's the action? You have some kind of a hassle with your mother or something? Then why did you go tagging after him?
I wasn't tagging. She left her gloves. Will you leave me alone?
You're being very uncool, you know that.
You and your cool. That's all you ever think about.
Sure, that's why I'm here.
You mean I can't walk out on you and your music?
Think what you'd be missing?
Exactly nothing, and that's why I'm here. This shoreline's a bore, your music's a bore, and you're the biggest bore of all, Mr. Cool Jeffrey Kramer. You don't have any feelings. I bet they unplug you every night after they unplug your precious electric piano.
Speaking of electricity, you're not leaving. I've got one more set to play and then we'll take off. I know a groovy little spot down at the beach.
Wherever.
Jill, the police have taken her baby away from her.
Well, why? What happened?
I don't know. She must have tried to run away or something.
Well, run away from what?
They found her on a bus and they brought her back to town. They took her baby away from her. Can't you do something?
Oh, wait a minute. You're trembling. Come in.
Please, you have to get over to the courthouse and try and help her. Please, can't you go over?
Look, let's talk about this rationally.
Well, don't treat me as a child. I told you Jill's in trouble.
Well, if she wanted my help, why didn't she call me?
I don't know. She was probably too scared to think of anything.
Oh, well, I doubt that. Not the Jill I know. I was her attorney at the original custody hearing.
I know. That's why I thought you'd be the one to help her now.
No, we didn't exactly part friends. Anyway, the police don't just take away people's babies.
Look, I know she didn't do anything to harm that baby. She couldn't have.
You know, I envy the loyalty you have for her. It's quite charming. I wish you had the same for me.
Please help her.
I'm afraid I can't. Say, isn't that good news about Rodney regaining feeling in his upper body?
Yeah, it's wonderful news, but right now
I've been doing some reading. You know, your brother-in-law is very lucky, you know. Not only statistically, but organically. The fact that he's regaining some of his feeling implies a very good prognosis if... Well, I admit it's a big if.
Stephen.
Maybe tomorrow morning I'll stop by and talk to her, all right?
Oh, won't you please go over tonight and try and help her? As a favor to me.
Well, why are you so concerned, so upset?
I like her. I feel sorry for her.
The county social workers have bent over backwards for girls like Jill. She's in good hands.
Stephen, this means a great deal to me.
Why?
I just can't stand the thought of someone losing her baby. Do I have to beg you?
No, you don't have to beg me. I'll probably get kicked in the teeth for it, but I'll go over there and offer my services because you asked me.
Oh, thank you.
You know, in spite of all that's happened, I don't hate the Harringtons.
Danger, man at work. I thought you wanted to go home and get to bed early tonight.
Well, I saw Jill.
Yeah. Well, you could have called. You didn't have to come all the way down here to tell me that.
I just didn't feel like spending the night alone at home.
Well, look, Rita, I got a couple hours of work before I call it a night, okay?
I'll wait.
It's not that I'm trying to get rid of you. It's just that I know how you are when you're tired.
Yeah, I know, but I'm fine, really.
Okay. Well, if you want to, you can go in there on the couch and lay down.
No, I'd rather be out here with you.
Well, gee, Rita, that's nice to hear. Thank you.
You're welcome. You know, they won't even let her hold her baby until the judge comes and decides what's to be done.
Yeah, well, I guess that's the law.
Yeah. And I guess they're going to put her in a foster home for the night. At least that's what Officer Tompkins said. Do you remember him?
Yeah, he's the guy whose daughter was a year behind me in high school.
Yeah, that's the one. That's what he said would probably happen, just for 1 or 2 nights until they get something decided.
That's pretty tough on the baby, isn't it? But I guess they're pretty careful about, you know, putting the kids, especially the babies. And they must check out the people, don't you think?
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Huh?
Norman. Norman.
Hey, come on. Come on, you're gonna get all dirty.
Oh, I don't care about that. I love you, Norman. I really mean it. You know how much I love you.
What is it, Rita?
And I'll love you no matter what you say.
Say about what?
About our taking the baby back to the apartment just for the night. About our taking her to our house and feeding her and taking care of her for Jill just for the night. They probably won't even let us, but... And Norman, I'll still love you no matter what you say.
Okay.
Yes?
Yeah.
Oh, Norman! Yeah.
Come on, Rita. Come on, cool it. They're gonna run us off the road here.
Oh, it's
Be
heavy.
cool, be cool.
Jill,
What did he say? Do I get to keep Kelly?
he said he'll be here in half an hour. Sit down.
But what did he say about keeping Kelly?
Sit down.
What difference does it make if I sit down or stand up?
Sit down and tell me what happened. Why did you run away from Reverend Winter's home? Don't you understand yet that we are not out to get you?
Then why did you take Kelly away?
I wouldn't have if you hadn't run off with her.
Look, Mrs. Thomas, I'm not the property of the Child Welfare Bureau. Kids run off. I'm not a kid. And you and the judge and the Child Welfare Bureau better find that out.
I have to know why you left the Winters home.
The bed was lumpy. And I didn't like the food.
If you insist on acting like a defiant, rebellious child, you...
What difference does it make why I left?
I'm trying to help you.
No, you're not.
But you have to tell me the truth.
Look, Mrs. Thomas, if you really want to help me, and your job requires that you fill out the form that says, why did Jill Smith leave her previous residence? Put down anything. She was bored. She was tired.
You've got to tell me the truth.
The truth. It's stupid and cruel to take a child away from its mother. That's the truth. I left there. I need a job and a place to work. That's the truth that counts. And if you care anything about me, that's the truth you've got to do something about. I'm alive. And that's my baby that you're taking away from me. That's the truth that counts. That's happening. And I don't care about anything else.
May I have a few moments alone with my client, please?
She's not in custody, Mr. Cord. I'll be in the judge's chambers.
Chester?
Yes, he's on his way to make a decision about the overnight custody of the baby, till we can have a formal hearing in the morning.
Why didn't you call me? Well, it doesn't matter. Tomorrow morning when the judge has a hearing. You understand? Whatever he decides tonight, wherever he decides your baby should spend the evening, It doesn't have anything to do with his decision about the baby's custody tomorrow in court.
What do you want, Mr. Cord?
To help you if I can. And it happens I can.
You can't throw mud at Rodney Harrington or your ex-wife by helping me. So why do you want to get involved?
You know I deserve that. But I like to win. Doesn't matter what, as long as I win. Now, I know I can win this case. I know I can hold custody of the baby for you.
I don't believe you.
All right. The fact is, I have some information which would give you good reason to leave the Reverend's home. To flee is more like it. Now, all you have to do is confirm that it's true. And you won't have to worry about losing custody.
That's as clean and simple as cutting someone's throat, isn't it?
Mrs. Winter confided in me. She told me she wanted to tempt her husband into proving he wasn't worthy of being a minister.
I don't want to hear anymore.
Well, I think you'd better hear more. A lot more. Now, she did everything she could. She deliberately left the house for long periods of time to give the Reverend the opportunity to become interested in you. Now, whether she succeeded or not is hardly the point. The fact is, she wanted this to happen. You were a victim of her intrigue, and you know it. All you have to do is confirm this. Judge Chester would find it impossible to interpret your leaving the Winter home as the actions of an unfit mother.
I don't trust you, and I don't believe anything you say.
Without my help, your baby will be sent to a foster home, and that's a fact.
That sounds like you're threatening me, Mr. Cord.
No. But maybe I'm wasting my time trying to help you. Maybe you want to be rid of your baby.
Okay, Mr. Cord. Okay.